temperature is nice today.
It's a tip bit nibbly.
Inside, yes. Outside, it's
Well,
fine.
yeah. No, outside it's very nice.
I took the puppy out this morning and it was like 50 degrees. That was a little cold. Barefoot on the dewy grass.
Took your puppies out with your puppy.
Lily joined me. She was pantsless.
Wow,
And
yeah.
so was the
That's to
dog.
be expected.
Yeah. Dog, no pants. Toddler, no pants.
Was the dog at least wearing a shirt?
Mm-mm. Dog was totally naked.
Savages.
The baby was wearing a shirt. Just no pants. Winnie the
Just
Pooh in it.
Winnie the Pooh in it.
Pretty big week this week.
Well, regular size week.
Regular
Still
size-
7 days.
Regular size week. Big on releases.
Yes.
The big one, elephant in the room, Topps Chrome Baseball.
El Grande. El Grande Uno.
It was, without disclosing what day this is being recorded, it was already a big release day in the store for Topps Chrome Baseball. Not just our store, I'm sure every store, every breaker, everyone had a very busy day.
Yeah. Except that one guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably
Screw that
somewhere in like Iowa or something.
They probably have a massive baseball culture in Iowa.
No, there's probably like one shop though that's in the middle of nowhere that's not run very well.
Could very well be possible. I am not aware of the Iowa cornfield store.
I have surveillance footage.
Noticeably, you're going to see that the Topps Chrome Baseball blasters are probably 30% smaller in size.
In depth. They're the same height
Same
and
height.
width.
Are they the same width?
I believe so.
I think they're a little bit thinner. We're going to measure when we get back. But they're slightly smaller. Just like your bags of chips in the store and everything else. It's just a little bit less for the same price, but it is the exact same content.
They were in the pool.
Yeah, you all right, George. You're getting the same amount of cards. It's the same type. Honestly, we've seen a bunch of it ripped. There's some pretty cool parallels this year. I
Cool
know
parallels. The inserts are really nice.
the card quality is great. I don't know if this is consistent. I don't know. More people have to weigh in, but I feel like they're just sturdier than they have been in previous years. Not quite
The
to
print
finest,
quality
but
definitely does feel better than in previous years.
lots of cool inserts so far. I did see someone online posted they pulled a Murakami photo variation that looked
Okay.
really cool. I do know that people were a little confused because Kevin McGonigal has stuff, but
Yeah,
like,
it's very weird because he is a super short print in Series 2,
and he's going
but
to
then
be
he
an
just
update.
but then he just has a regular rookie in Chrome.
Yeah,
And I mean, just like Connor Griffin, not even in Series 2 is the super short print, but he has regular Chrome rookies.
yeah. It's not following traditional protocol, and I mean that's fine. I mean it makes the set better, but that just tells me like update series may lack a little bit more unless there's some other like tricks up their sleeves we don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way that they're doing super short print to not rookie to rookie, whatever. It just rubs me the wrong way. But I mean, at least I'm still getting rubbed.
We'll rub you the right way. I did see there's that Otani dual logo man kanji English signature dual. Is it? Did he sign it twice?
Yes. So the top of the card has his just like regular signature. The bottom of the card has his kanji
And
signature.
it's dual logo.
Yes.
So what are the two logos?
They're just both from jerseys
Different
that he
jerseys
wore. Yeah.
this year. It's going to be another monster. It's going to
Yeah.
sell for, 7 figures, I'm sure. I think his other logo went for like 2 million, the gold one, something like that, or the Judge Otani went for 2 million, something.
I forget.
His a Dynasty logo maybe or something just sold at Fanatics Fest for like 1.8 million or something.
Why not just go full two?
It was a bundle deal for 2.35 for the Tom Brady card. That market just continues to break all things that make sense. The Bowman Chrome Super went for like 3 million. outselling. I think it outsold. I mean, it outsold everything because it's the highest selling Otani card of all time. But I think at this point, like if you recirculated a couple of those Otanis that sold in the last 2 years, they would beat that one. If like his Bowman Chrome autograph super popped back up now, I think there's a Kanji Super too, maybe. Those would probably both outsell. And
For
his
sure.
that was the Bowman Chrome. If the traditional Topps Chrome Superfractor rookie came back up, that would probably beat the Bowman Chrome as well. Although the Bowman Chrome prices are so silly. That Chrome base card is like 1,500 to 2 grand raw right now.
Which is insane.
And I'm trying to think back. Like I've owned a ton of that card. It's not like it was a short print high number or something. It's just like his base Bowman Chrome.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. The Acuna is $5. The Otani's 1,500.
Yeah.
It's
Which, I mean, that kind of breaks down to like a lot of people say, like, they don't understand people shelling out all this money for like the Japanese players. Meanwhile, like the Dominican players that are of the same caliber don't sell for as much. You have to think this is geopolitics with Nate. So Japan and Korea both love baseball. Their players actually bring a decent bit of money versus like Dominicans, Cubans, stuff like that, because you have to look at the broader scheme of things and okay, what country has a stronger just open market, commercial market? Japan or somewhere like the Dominican Republic or something like that. It is first world versus third world. Just more people that have the background that that player has have access to money.
until. So, breaking news. We are sending Nate to South America. He is going to get all of the drug lords interested in cards. Once the drug lord money comes in, huge numbers.
Yes.
Pablo Escobar type collecting from Geopollinate. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that at all.
Nate is going to geopollinate all over South America. But no, Nate's point is correct. Otani though is still in his own bucket.
Yes.
But like just as far as like Ichiro Murakami now, obviously you had a minute people cared about Roshi Sasaki, not anymore.
Yamamoto, Dice K.
The Japanese market is very strong for Japanese players. Just like Beijing and Taiwan and stuff are so strong for basketball. Yeah, like it's Dominican, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Venezuela. There just aren't as many regular people down there who would possibly. They're just trying to survive most of the time, let alone buy American-based things. And like, it's not like there's like this massive culture of trading cards. Obviously, in like Brazil and some of these other in Mexico, sticker collecting is big for soccer and everything. But like for the most part, they're not going after a ton of trading cards.
Yeah, and that's why, like, okay, there's some crazy sales out there for soccer cards, but if you think about it, like, more people in the world care about soccer than they do basketball. And guess what? Basketball sales all time are insane just because of the market that is interested in them.
Mm-hmm. And there's, I mean, we're not saying the entire countries. There are clearly probably people down there who have money who are collecting, but they don't. There's not as much competition. Whereas something like Otani, I talked about this the other day, where like it both doesn't make any sense and makes all the sense at the same time. Like everyone, including people who don't really care about baseball or collecting baseball cards, still are paying attention to Otani. So you have basketball collectors, you have soccer collectors, you even have hockey collectors who are like, hey, let me jump in on the action. Let me get a piece of this history, which there are a lot. It's not like the Otani stuff from 2018. Like I was discussing it with a neighbor last night that the 2018 Bowman PSA 10 just paper rookie of Otani is like $700+ right now. A year ago it was like $125. It doesn't follow the frame of what it should increase, But then again, like I said, you bring in that Otani factor of nothing makes sense with him.
No.
He doesn't make sense. He is a lab grown player
I
at
mean,
this
even in
point.
general, like Otani is from the era, the right years of where people don't care about Bowman paper rookies because you get so many of them in the various different mega boxes. So, like, the population for them is astronomically high. So that's why Bowman rookies aren't, they don't carry the same value as like a Bowman first. And now we're seeing, oh, people actually want just Otanis. Whereas, like you said, an Acuna is maybe $5.
Here's what's crazy. Like I feel like Otani hasn't been in the headlines that much this year. Like he's talked about, but like not like he had been the last couple years. So he's batting 283 with 22 home runs with a 1.79 ERA. He doesn't have that many starts. Oh, he's 8-2.
Yeah,
Guy's a freak. He's won MVP again.
yeah,
Like, will this be 4 straight years?
I think so.
So 5 total MVPs, 4 straight years. I mean, it's at the point where he could probably stop playing now, and like people would be like, "Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame," and it's like, but he doesn't have like the
Not
long
not
term
just not
stats,
just in the Hall of Fame.
like best of all time
Like
ever.
I will already say he is the greatest baseball player of all time.
Yeah, top three for me is probably him, Mays, and Bonds. For as far as 5 tool guys hitting and fielding, which Otani doesn't field, but he pitches, so
Yeah,
that brings his thing. And then obviously, if you talk to anyone who was around in the 50s, 60s, who was on like the scouting type side, they'll throw Mantle in.
yeah,
But Mays was doing some pretty crazy stuff for the time, and obviously, I am of the era where I put my middle finger up to anyone who doesn't respect Barry Bonds. Like I don't give a shit. Like
yeah,
he is the Bonds is incredible.
yeah. And like people point out, oh, he should never be in the Hall of Fame. Guess what? You let the fucking commissioner in that was allowing all of this.
Hmm.
Just let them in already.
And the fact that like if they truly had done unbiased testing of everyone in the league at that time, probably 70 to 80% of the league pops. Like they
Yeah,
would. And it's still the steroid debate for me is always so frustrating because it's like you still can't give random people steroids and make them better. I always make the argument. Okay, Bonds was hitting home runs 450 instead of 400. Okay, the pitchers it helped them recover faster. But it's not making you a
you get
better
a guy
pitcher.
who routinely flies out to the warning track and you give him some. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
you can make that argument.
But like at the core, like the players who are good got better. And the player, it's not like you're taking a dude who is in low A and struggling and making him a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah,
Like the big suspects, McGuire, Sosa, Bonds, they were all good. Like they were good. Like Bonds was at another level though. And that's why like I think Otani is in that conversation again though. Like he's I hate the Babe Ruth comparisons because
it's too easy.
it's no, and it doesn't. It's like not anything pre-war, pre like actual.
Integration.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense, man. Like Babe Ruth was not an athlete. He was a significantly stronger guy than everyone in the league, and he had some pretty good hand-eye coordination. Um, he wouldn't survive today. He would have like it. He would have had to been a different player. Like my comparison was always like, okay, Babe Ruth would be like a Kyle Schwarber guy.
Yeah,
He'd probably bat 230, 240, hit 40 bombs, but he wouldn't be like a perennial MVP every year. He'd be a player you want on your team.
yeah.
He's hitting bombs, but he's not like, I'm going to build my organization around this guy. Um, which, if you are going to the National, this is a completely off topic thing. I do not know what to tell you with Otani. I am selling most of the Otani stuff we have. I just I've been doing this too long that I have been burned holding stuff. I personally, on my end, am fine if we lose the next jump up with Otani. Uh, I feel like the stuff that I am holding has enough gains that the phrase of like fat pigs go to slaughter. Like I don't want to get caught holding in losing out on those gains. Whereas you could still buy hypothetically these Bowman 10s, and I'm not saying they won't go to $1,000. I don't know. But for me, it's like I have some copies that I'm into significantly cheaper. I want the money out. I'm going to do something else with the money. Maybe get entry level floor on someone else.
Buy one of those monkey NFTs.
Yeah, the
Bored apes.
Yeah, the Bored Ape. I did see the one that sold for like $1 million resold for like 10 grand recently.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And
Even that's too much.
Honestly, though, the guy who probably bought it at 10 grand will probably make money. They'll run
Yeah.
off again at some point in the next couple of years. I did want to make one note that I didn't touch on last week about the national and pricing and comping and conversations with people. I priced a bunch of graded vintage yesterday. I'm pricing a ton more today. Understand, we've talked about comps in the past, and understanding it is not so black and white that every comp means that's what a card is worth. If you are early into the vintage world, or you have been in the vintage world for a long time, understanding there is no such thing really as a comp on graded vintage. No one card is identical. So if you are comparing PSA 5s, they're not going to be the same. I priced some cards yesterday that have such crazy eye appeal. We are easily 20-30% above what the average sale is. But if you look at the greater picture of the data and actually look not just at the data points, but the pictures on the listings, you will see you can have a wide range in eye appeal. So just because someone has a card priced at 200 where the last couple sales are 150, 160, it doesn't mean they're wrong.
Yeah.
The vintage world is its own thing. Don't think people are overpriced. Just now, there might be some people overpriced. Don't get me wrong, but it's way more nuanced than the modern market. A PSA 10 modern is a PSA 10, but like I said, you have such a wide range on the vintage comps.
And a lot of people understand that. One has capitalized on it financially. Mike Baker.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't see. I'm 50-50 on the Mike Baker stuff too because I also I use the services that PWCC used to offer and that Fanatics offers too, which is the eye appeal sticker. Mike Baker is just doing an eye appeal sticker. He may be doing it in a more cash grab way,
Yes.
but by charging for it.
He for those that don't know, Mike Baker essentially says, okay, he looks at a card that's maybe graded a 5. He could give it a sticker that says, yep, that's a 5. Or he could give it one that's like, okay, this one probably should have been a 4. But then he also gives stickers that are like, actually, I think this should be like a 7.
But he's not wrong, though. Like, the core of the process is not wrong.
Correct.
I know that he charges a percentage of the card's value. So, like, if you have a $30,000 card, you may pay, I think it's 2%. So you might pay $600 if he gives you that gold sticker. But in reality, you are way raising the value of that card. Like, I have a Babe Ruth Gaudy that I'm not going to say exactly what it is. I'm not going to say the exact numbers. But it is worth 2 to 3 times what the actual numerical grade on the card is due to the fact it has a top 5% sticker through Fanatics. They are saying this card is so vastly undergraded, it needs to be higher. So it will trend towards a grade that is 2 grades higher if I were to auction it today. Like I said, his way of doing it, I don't like of necessarily monetizing it, but at the same time, people are willing to pay it. He has a service. People know going in. It's not a mystery. It's not like a PSA upcharge where it's like pay the grade or you're not getting your card graded. Your card's already graded. He is saying, if you want this sticker, you owe me 2%. Okay? The service is there. People can use it. People can not use it. If you look at the market data, they sell for more money. Yep. So, like I said,
for me, part of it comes into the thing that I worry about is, okay, even just with the name alone, okay, it looks like one guy is looking at this card.
which he's not. Well, I think he reviews the cards, but you also have Mike Baker grading, and they're slabbing cards. And I've seen Mike Baker slabs that also have the sticker on them. So he's saying
Which,
his company
yeah,
graded it wrong. So I don't like that. That
I
is
don't like
bad.
that. And I also just, okay, if it's one guy putting the stickers on there, how easy is that to corrupt or
It could be. I like. We'll play devil's advocate in the reverse here and just say like, I don't know if he wants to ruin his reputation over that. He used to work. He was like one of the original graders for PSA, and then I think he may have been involved in GAI whenever they were going bad. Don't quote me on that. I am not saying that as a fact. I saw that online. I don't know for sure if that was real. But once again, it's a service. You can use it. You cannot use it. If you think it's bullshit and you don't want to pay for it, then buy a card without the sticker on it. Um, I have some things with Mike Baker stickers on them, and they're not cards that I would ever feel comfortable just tagging and putting out in a case. I'll just auction them. I'm not going to deal with like the conversation about it.
yeah.
The one that does throw me with him, I understand the eye appeal on the vintage side. There's modern cards that are in like PSA 10 holders that have the stickers. I don't necessarily understand that.
Like is a PSA 10 with a top 5% Mike Baker sticker the same as a Beckett Black Label?
I don't know. I guess we would have to like see all these different cards. I would love to see an auction that had an SGC pristine, a CGC pristine, a PSA 10, and a Beckett Black Label. A PSA 10 with a Baker gold sticker,
Yeah.
let's say, and a Black Label. I would love to see all of them auctioned at the same time and see where it falls so that we can start using multipliers on different things.
Yeah.
Like the Black Label multiplier doesn't even make sense sometimes because I think sometimes isn't it like 40, 50x?
Oh, it's insane.
But then the Bubble Mew, a PSA 10's only what, like 4,500, but then that Black Label sold for like a quarter million.
Yeah.
So that one's like 70x or 65x or something. I'm sure it also depends on pop report and all that stuff too. But I'm not buying. I've bought and sold Black Labels before. I'm not actively searching for them. Like it's not something I'm trying to add to the PC.
They are very pretty.
They're great. I love them. But who was it who copied their slab? Was it Forensic Grading that
Yeah.
copied the Black Label slab? And
Yeah.
that probably confuses people.
Participation trophy Black Label.
Yeah. We'll get back on track here. Another release this week is PWHL. Excuse
Hockey.
me. Professional Women's League Hockey. Professional Women's Hockey League.
Yes.
It is at a much more palatable price than it has been the last couple of years on release day. I've told people since the start of it that anytime you add a new genre of card, it's always going to be hot. It's going to pull back after you get out, after it goes on for a while. I told people this with Topps basketball and Topps football. As more products come out, the market starts to
Saturate.
yes, and the price is reduced. So PWHL, I believe, is coming out at $120 a box.
Yeah.
There are some girls in that league that sell pretty well. Nate has gone to games before. It's exciting. People are very interested in it. I know, at least in the Pittsburgh area, girls hockey has exploded pretty good on the youth side. I know it's a little tougher on the more competitive side, like once you get to high school and college. I know it probably falls a little bit in participation. Mostly, I think, because like as a father of two girls now, and Nate has a girl, they don't have a lot of things to look to the future for on the professional sports side.
Yeah.
Like if your girl is amazing at softball, if she's not the number one player in the country getting like sponsorship deals, there's not like there's a career other than the coaching side. Like
Well, there is a professional softball league now that just started up in the last year or two.
what do
So
they make?
it's I
Yeah,
don't
that's the
know,
thing.
but it has started.
Yeah, correct. Which I know they were trying to do that with that. It's like 4 years ago they were doing that combo league where it was like teams like you had like a conglomerate where you had like a
Yeah.
basketball team, a softball team, and like a volleyball team or something, and you were all part of like a point system or something. Was that Ultimate Women's Sports or something along?
I don't know.
We sold the product. I remember we had a product in the store a few years ago that was this league. Um, Nate keeps getting sidetracked by like a say like a bird, but
Squirrel?
yeah, being real squirrely.
Yeah. No,
Um,
I'm real squirrely today.
but PWHL, I think it's a fun rip. I think if you are interested in hockey and interested in getting into stuff that is on the very early side of things,
If you want to be on the right side of history, I mean,
um,
herstory.
like, I mean, look at it though. If you had been early on WNBA 6 years ago, you did pretty well whenever some of the big stars popped off, and the WNBA right now is handling things so poorly that I think
Yeah.
so many. Me and Nate were very into a couple years ago when Caitlyn came in, and honestly, even when Sabrina debuted and stuff, like I was at least it was on my radar,
Yeah.
and like as someone who really I try my best to just like tune out most politics. It
You
seems like
can't. You
you can't
can't
the
with the
WNBA.
WNBA.
It's impossible. Every single player and coach, every single damn interview and game turns into some inner fighting thing, and it's like at some point the
And it's
league.
like, well, it's because racism and no, those two players just hate each other.
Caitlyn and Angel hate each other, but the whole league seems to hate Caitlyn too.
Yeah.
Like I have never seen something so
Blatant.
it's so aggressive. Like I can't think of many like instances. Maybe like towards like when Brady started winning a lot, other players really like wanted to like hurt Brady and stuff. But like
Yeah.
I mean, there's women in these leagues that are like big ladies, like 6'7", like centers who are like assaulting Caitlyn. She's not big. She's what, like 6 foot, six
Ish.
one, 165 pounds or something. Their problem is that Sophie Cunningham is a black belt and she wants to fuck someone up so bad,
Yeah.
but she's not going to because she knows she'd be like kicked out of the league. So Sophie is a little more tenured though. She's probably in what like 7 years in
At
maybe
least.
maybe eight. I think as we get closer to the end of Sophie's career and she has something else lined up, she is gonna finally go off and just be like, enough is enough, and just take someone out and be like, cool, kick me out of the league.
She put somebody in a headlock last year.
Yeah, she wants to. I've seen her push people,
Yeah.
and I just want to. You can tell internally she's like, I want someone to hit me so I can retaliate, and it is now me defending myself.
Yeah.
Sophie is gonna have a career doing whatever the hell she wants. People love. She's like America's sweetheart at this point. Like people love her. That's the other thing too with Caitlyn. Caitlyn has
Most people love
yeah,
her.
yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, people who are unbiased and can just look at it as like she truly is like just trying. She's having fun and smiling. I think that's another thing with Caitlyn. Caitlyn's not like a big personality. She's very quiet and reserved and stuff, and also like Nate loves to bring up early Crosby, which Crosby was like a little bit of a complainer his first few years in the league, and then he matured out of it. Caitlyn is like forced to kind of can be kind of whiny, and it's like I get it though. Like she truly is being like
Assaulted.
assaulted, literally assaulted, and if the first moment she would do anything, um, she's in trouble. I think, dude. I think a couple years ago, um, is it Ice Cube that has
The 3 on
Big
3.
Three? He made her an offer for like $8 million for like
Yeah.
2 seasons, and she turned it down. She might not turn it down again if it comes back in because if that league could get some superstar talent like that and be
Yeah.
like an intergender league,
Yeah.
I'd I'd probably watch it. I
I
think
mean,
it's fun.
like that league could be the next, like, and one style where like it's just super entertaining to watch. Like fundamentals may not be exactly
if I'm
on an NBA level, but
if I'm Ice Cube, I am getting in LeBron's ear as soon as he retires. Be like, I'll give you half the league if you sign on. it would explode.
Yeah.
And you get, okay, Curry's almost retired. You get Curry in there shooting 50-foot jump shots and stuff for like a 5-pointer from half court. I think it'd be fun. I know I watched it whenever it first came on, and I know that Adam Silver did every possible thing he could to get TV people to not give them any rights.
Well, I mean, he's an alien,
He
so
he don't and he does not want that league exploding at all. Back to releases, recentering here. On the we'll continue the women's sport side because there is a men's and women's United States soccer team.
it's a set.
But it's in a blaster and there's autograph chases.
Yes.
So
So you get the set in each blaster and 3 additional either parallels or autographs. They did this with I think it was the 99 U.S. women's team. But this one is combined men's and women's.
and obviously way cooler than that one probably was. Is this one Prism?
I don't know. No, I don't think it is.
It's very confusing.
Honestly, is it way cooler? The men's team sucks.
No, like the product is cooler. Like
Well,
back
yeah.
then, it was just like a basic thing. Yeah, the men's team kind of. If you watched the who did we lose to again?
Belgium.
Yeah, we looked like a high school team playing like a professional team. It was you can just tell that they're a step behind. In respect, we're also decades behind every other country in like developing our soccer programs and stuff. So like with the people involved in the U.S., the amount of people we have, and just seeing it on the youth side, I think one day we will see the men's soccer team be dominant. I don't know if it's 10 years away, 30 years away.
I think it's still a ways off, but I mean, like we have the power to do it. It's
Yes.
just money wise,
Here's what we
nobody
do.
wants to do that.
Okay, so you know how the current leaders developed that the Trump Gold Card that you can like buy citizenship for $5 million.
No.
Okay, I don't know. I saw it on the news, which I try not to watch, but it came in my feed.
Okay.
Anyway, follow me here. We give citizenship to every good soccer player in the world. And
Well,
we say
who-
you
who
have to
was-
play for the U.S.
Who was the one guy that everyone was like, wait, why is he playing for the U.S.? Was it Ricardo Pepi?
Yes, I believe Pepe was U.S., but I think he's been in the U.S. for like a long time, hasn't he?
I don't know.
I don't know. All I'm saying is these kids are like 15, 16. You're like, hey, you want U.S. citizenship? Throw on the red, white, and blue, brother.
And kick that ball.
Yeah, and we just somehow like stealing the Nicolas Cage. All right, if you're listening, probably are, friend of the channel. We need you to steal the DNA of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. We developed these super soccer players in a lab.
Although, if we put their DNA together, it might explode.
In goals,
No.
all of a sudden it turns into Rocket League.
Yes.
I did see that there is like a actual. I saw there's
Like
at least
a car.
I saw Go Kart Rocket League for sure, but I think they might do like demo derby Rocket League.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
no,
That's
I've seen that before.
Squirrely. Okay, we're gonna get back on the trend of soccer. There are a couple other soccer releases. Ironically,
Select Road to the World Cup, not Select World Cup. Select Road to the World Cup.
which roads typically begin at the end.
And with all of the countries that are involved in the World Cup, I don't know what some of these roads are made of.
I do not know. All
Maybe
I know
dirt.
is it's coming out. I'm glad that I think they probably just didn't want to pull hype off of Prism,
Yeah.
but Panini also, from a financial side of things, needs to benefit off of these things because the next World Cup is their last one, and they have lost football and basketball, kind of. They are still going to be making product, but it's not going to be the same dollars and cents as it was before. And then there's also Obsidian Soccer, just soccer.
Yes.
So
I don't know what league it might. It's probably like EPL or something.
They don't
like
have
that.
Premier League anymore.
Okay.
So
Then it's something else.
So they have
It's not
FIFA.
FIFA. It's not
Yeah,
FIFA, and it's not World Cup. I don't know what it
they
is.
have FIFA, Serie A, La Liga, and World Cup. So it might just be there may be some legal like hoops they're able to jump through, and like because there's EPL guys that also play on national teams, they
Yeah.
can use the national team imagery, and maybe they still have stickers on hand of guys like Messi that doesn't currently have a deal with them. I don't know. I'm sure there's lawyers involved
Who's
in
to
how they do
say?
this. But it's Obsidian. We love Obsidian.
Yes, Obsidian's very nice.
One of the
My
in
favorite
my
rock.
sorry, Dwayne. Um, I I was also gonna try to make a crack rock joke, but I couldn't think of.
Crack rock.
I couldn't think of Dave Chappelle's. Is it Tyrone? No,
Well,
Tyrone. But
no,
no,
it was Leroy?
No. Leroy Jenkins is another guy.
Not Leroy Jackson. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, Obsidian looks great. It's one of my favorite one pack products of the year for any sport. They do the etched parallels that look kind of like Tron ish.
Yeah,
Um,
like synthwave neon.
and they do die cuts like the supernova die cuts. They do color blasts, which they look great. I'm not always a fan of case hit stuff getting cannibalized and put in every single product, but they look good.
They at least change it because the Obsidian color blasts have a black background, whereas the ones from like Prism have a white background.
But then you also have, aren't there black color blasts? Like the Prism WWE color blasts from 2024 were black.
Well, they also don't have Obsidian WWE.
True.
Boom, roasted,
Like
lawyered.
like a marshmallow. And then Court Kings basketball. It's the third iteration of Panini doing an unlicensed basketball product.
What was the second?
That signature.
Oh, there's Signature Series and Donruss.
Yeah, we had signature
Even
class
though-
and signature series come out on
Yeah.
the same day, and it was super not confusing.
Yeah.
Donruss killed. If you were lucky enough to get a Donruss basketball hobby box off of us when we first dropped them, I think we were around 200 a box. Market's almost 300 now on those, and they produced a lot of great stuff. It was very low print run. I know we only got one case plus some loose boxes from distributors, and most people who bought it enjoyed their boxes. Signature was a little tougher because it was one pack.
Higher price point.
The packaging was really stupid. If you cut across it with a knife, you didn't realize you were cutting directly
Into the pack.
like the magged card on top
Yeah.
or something. So we had a couple different people, I think, scratch their case.
You scratch my CD, you know.
Yeah. So like I would give Signature like a C. Donruss was a solid A. We'll see what Court Kings does. Court Kings was never a top level product for me. It was always like mid tier.
I would assume Court Kings will probably continue the lineage of having kabooms that Crown Royal had for basketball. Unless they're doing Crown Royal, but they just hate that IP, it feels like. Because Crown Royal football was one of the greatest things and they just got rid of it.
Another thing with Crown Royal is they fucked up when they shifted it to a one pack product.
Yeah.
Sometimes these companies take the easy route to appease breakers, making stuff one pack, and it takes away from the product. I miss the old Crown Royal from the late 90s, early 2000s that like you had the legit crown die cut cards.
Yeah.
They looked so damn cool. That's what Kurt Warner's rookie is and Brady. They're so cool. They are especially in the modern market, you actually see appreciation for a high grade copy because there's like a bunch of different die cuts. They're very difficult to
Yes.
protect.
They have 10,000 different edges and corners.
Court Kings historically did those levels where it was like level 4 was
Yeah.
like the toughest parallel to pull. I remember we had a John Morant that I unfortunately still own. At one point, it was a $1,000 card. I almost texted the guys yesterday. I was pricing cards all day yesterday, and I came across every year for the National. What I do is I take newer material that we've bought recently, plus some rejects from previous Nationals, or just stuff I was holding to see if maybe it appreciated. And I still own, to this day, a 2019-2020 Mosaic Genesis Beckett 9.5 Ja Morant that
20
I
bucks.
I paid $2,000 for. The last time I had priced it, I had it priced at 22 or 2300. It did not sell. It is
Why?
now, I don't know.
Why is Thor crying?
Um, the last PSA 10 sold a couple months ago for like 400, making my Beckett 9.5 probably 250 ish.
I'll give you three.
I actually was gonna sticker it at 3, I think, but I'm also like, do I just hold it at this point because he finally got traded?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't flash a gun in front of an Instagram live stream. Maybe he gets. If John Morant comes out and averages like 34 points a game next year, his market will rebound
Yeah,
considerably.
if he just comes out, guns blazing.
So like I held that card, and that's one of my top 10 worst buys of all time. That is one. Kenny Pickett Kaboom PSA 10 that I paid 2,500 for, I believe, and I have an O'Neal Cruz Triple Threads 1 of 1 PSA 10 or 9 that I paid 2K for. It's like 3 cards: John Morant, O'Neal Cruz, Kenny Pickett. Those are probably my 3 worst buys of all time. I'm down all 75,
What's
80%.
the common theme here?
It's what I don't do anymore.
Pittsburgh. Two of the three.
Correct. No, but this is why I don't buy high end cards of young players. I'm just out of that game. I understand I'm losing possible gains. I know I could have bought high end Con Knipples and Coopers and all these guys and probably made money. I get it. I would rather just not lose the money. I know me and Nate were kind of discussing back and forth yesterday. We were offered a higher end card, not high end, but low four
Yeah.
figures. And it's a card where we probably could have made money at the deal that was offered to us. I am just, it's like PTSD that where I would just like, I can't lose the money if I don't spend it. I could lose potential profit. That's fine. I can make money on other stuff. Um, I definitely won't lose money though if we don't buy these cards. And it's one of those cards where like the last couple months, I mean, it literally has sold for one price and half of that price all within the same time
Yeah.
period. Um, and I
Auctions, buy it nails, everything.
and I will. That's another tip for you guys. If it's a card that is not like a new card, it's a card that is older and established, and it still does not have consistent pricing. Like we bought a Gengar. Is it Special Illustrator Rare PSA
Yes.
10? At the time we bought it, market was like 32 to 3,400. I stashed it for the national. It's worth like 2,400 now, so technically we're losing $1,000 in value on that card. That was the issue with me on that is I should have just sold it when we got it. And it was a newer card, didn't have a crazy pop and came down. What I'm talking about is cards that are established. They have the breathing time has been there,
Yeah.
and they still are
Like
inconsistent.
when something, like there's something going on and you can just tell
Yes.
with the market.
Yes, like you have if you have a finger on the pulse.
Smells like halibut. Fishy.
Okay, um, okay, all right. Reset. But just trying to save you some money. You can just walk away from a card, unless you truly get it for a price where like I told Nate, I was like, if we can get for this card for like 10% below what the lowest sales in the last 2 months are, cool, we'll go after it. But if not, we're just gonna pass. Gentleman wanted pretty much what like the low end of sales are, and it's like I don't know. That might be exactly what it sells for again. Because the problem is when you do go to sell that stuff, if the comps are weird on the selling side, you're also going to have problem explaining why you get to your valuation on the card. The last product that we didn't talk about dropping this week is Ultimate Collection Hockey.
Ultimate.
Not a great price point. I mean, several $100. If we are eliminating the actual act of buying and opening a product, Ultimate is one of my favorite
Yes.
mid-level products.
And it is one of the highest upside products because Upper Deck only puts NHL Shields in two products: the Cup, which is their highest end product, and Ultimate, which is a mid end product, mid high.
Mid high. Um, it's traditionally all on card. It is a clean white background typically, to where like the autograph pops. You really are able to just focus on the picture that they used in the autograph. There's no flashy designs. It typically has a nice mix of legends and current veterans and current rookies. Um, it's one of the few products a year where you can get an on-card autograph of Gretzky, Crosby, McDavid, Lemieux at not the cup pricing. Because even some high-end stuff like Black Diamond is traditionally stickers.
Yeah.
Premier is, I think, a combo product. Um, Ultimate is one of only a couple products of the year where it's all on card.
Stature.
Yeah, stature, which then comes into play where you have it's a glossy chromium metallic surface, so you have conditional issues and stuff. Ultimate typically isn't a product that you are gonna have like scratching on because it's like a matte finish. Usually, like the actual,
It is thicker stock, so you have usual thick stock issues with
but
that.
there's usually nice chunky patch autographs and stuff. Like I like Ultimate.
I like them chunky.
All right, that's is that a that's a song?
Yeah, I
I like
forget
them
what the.
big. I like them chunky.
Yeah.
People will post videos of fat babies dancing to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Um,
Everybody loves a fat baby.
we have actually one of Lauren's cousins. Um, her son was a round baby. He's
Rotund.
like a year and a half now, so he's still kind of chunky. But like he was just like it's like the picturesque. Like parents love a chunky baby.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like something about him. You just want to
Just
grab him.
the rolls.
Oh, he had many. But they would have him like dance to that song. They would play it and have him dance around. It's usually very
Yeah.
cute.
Your newest is not chunky.
No, she's not. Although she is. She had her 1 month appointment today, and she's in the top of the charts for height and weight. But she's not. I don't usually get chunky babies other than Lily. Lily was chunky, but Charlie and Kit are long and heavy. It's like they don't proport. They're very proportional.
Yes.
It's yeah, it's turned into baby talk.
Are you saying your middle child is built like Danny DeVito?
No, no, 'cause she's tall too. That's what's
So,
crazy.
Shaq.
Yeah, she's just huge. She's gonna be a freaking force, man. I truly, without putting pressure on her, I truly think my oldest daughter is the kind of kid that like 12 years from now we'll be seeing like articles written for like, oh, whatever breaks whatever record for whatever. She hit a 600-foot home run in a softball game. It's like, oh shit, what is this person? Like, is this Bryce Harper? It's like, no, it's a 15-year-old girl who hit a monster shot in a softball game. Um, but as we digress, I'm continuing national prep. Um, it happens every year where we get overwhelmed, and of course, like the store has been batshit crazy the last 2 weeks,
Yes.
and trying to balance everything. We're trying to get everything done. If you're listening to this right now, please do not bring any cards in this weekend to sell. We are at capacity. I would love to buy more cards. I physically don't have enough hours in the day. I need 40 to 50 hour days. We are down to a couple days that I can price cards, and then me and Nate will do one marathon day where we try to tie up as many loose ends as possible, and then we got to pack the car and go to Chicago. And this year I'm gonna make a note to myself. I am willing to take as long as stuff is prepped and bagged and just needs a price tag and a like needs tagged. I'll take maybe two more boxes of stuff to do in the hotel.
Tag it and
But
bag it.
I'm not taking supplies that I'm gonna have to get all this stuff cleaned up for the show. We hope to see you there. Remember booths 3211, 3213, over by Bo Jackson's Battle Arena.
And we have to remember to pack an actual air pump this time for the air mattress.
I already told Lauren, I was like, Nate's was weird last year and it like didn't work properly. I needed to find the air mattress too, aka basically the same size as a like pool raft.
Yeah.
Little bit
I
chunkier.
can't see a pool raft like that or an air mattress without thinking it's just a giant ice cream sandwich.
Yeah. I bet you they sell sheets that look like that, so that it does look like an ice cream sandwich. Um, but just one other note: if you've gotten to this point in the pod, I know only like 1/100th of a % of people who come in the store actually listen to this. Please be patient with the boys next week. Um, Actively just understand we probably aren't doing much buying or trading. If the store gets busy on one of the days, just have patience. They're going to be doing as much as they can. We have guaranteed help from one person all day, every day, but that leaves us with only 3 people, like at all times. And then there will be times where we have 4 or 5. But just be patient. They're going to be doing their best. I'm sure we will have some difficult person who's like a first time out of town person who gives them a bunch of crap about something. We'll have
Oh, you
to
guys
fix
can't
it.
buy today. You're a card store. If you're in the store at the same time as someone like that, can you please hit them? I'm talking to the listeners here. Because it would be very frowned upon if we did it. It's bad for business. But if one of our other customers does it, it's not as bad.
And we will shout out one of our favorite people. Bill, if you are listening,
He's not.
um,
Bill doesn't know what a podcast is.
the cardiologist, Bill.
Oh,
Bill,
that one,
if
yes.
you are listening, and you have nothing important going on next week, you probably don't. I mean, it's a pretty casual job you have.
Yeah, everybody knows there's no heart problems at the
Yeah,
end of
yeah,
July.
and you wanna break into the retail world. You could hang out and shadow the guys this week and learn how to wheel and deal.